Let me see the tat.
It's Alice from Wonderland, you know?
Yo, we out here in Mykonos today. We're gonna talk about my bodybuilding updates, and I'm gonna talk to you about authenticity as well, and 3 tips on how to be more authentic when talking to other humans and relating to people so that you can have maximum result, which is people wanting you to be in their vicinity and wanting your energy. But first, we're gonna talk about bodybuilding. When I was a kid, I was like 16, I put a big armchair on my head. When I just like let it rest on my head, I felt something snap in my neck. And at the hospital, they put a collar around my neck for like a brace for like 10 days. And when I took it off, I just wasn't the same. Nothing had healed. Something had gone horribly wrong. And ever since, I hadn't been able to perform this here movement, which you see me actually do. And that's been like 20 years. So what I recently realized through a lot of trial and error was that a bunch of muscles here in my back were dormant, were, for lack of a better word, paralyzed. I felt that the mechanics on my left side and my right side when pulling were just not the same. I just felt it. And I had symptoms like shit that was going wrong in like my joints around my arm, my right arm. So one thing leads to another, and after like 4 years of really hard work, I start actually being able to properly perform the movement. And one thing that was very interesting about this was that for about 4 to 5 years, I felt like I was working on this, but running on pure faith. I had no proof that I even know what's wrong. I just felt like something was fucking wrong, and I also felt like kind of like trying to lift properly and like insisting was gonna fix it. Around February this year, the faith switched to confirmation, which is kind of funny. That was fucking nuts, bro. Like, faith switched to confirmation. Like, I realized like some muscles started actually moving. I think it was my maybe teres or maybe infraspinatus, and I fucking realized that I had been right the whole time. Like my hypothesis that like the mechanics were not the same left and right, that some muscles were dormant, that like a bunch of shit was wrong, it was correct. And I started strengthening, activating and then strengthening through hypertrophy muscles that had been dormant and paralyzed for the entire time. And little by little, wouldn't you know it, my shit got fixed, and now I can put my neck like this and like yaw and turn my head to the right, which is patterns that I just couldn't do. When I lift, I'm realizing that for the first time I'm lifting symmetrically on both sides, both push and pull movements. And the weirdest thing, and here's how I'm going to tie all of it together. The weirdest thing, brother, is that around February, around the time where I faith switched to confirmation and like I started activating some shit, was the time where I felt that I found a new degree of peace with some trauma, some childhood trauma that's been tormenting me for basically my whole life. And the proof of this is that I had less fights with my parents, which is basically the thing. I got less triggered and I was able to notice things more. So that's very interesting. Now, okay, cool. Trauma gets stored in the body. You couldn't convince me otherwise. Psychological trauma gets stored in the body once, or physical trauma gets stored in the body as well. Once your body gets physically injured, what it'll do is it'll start working around the injury to protect the injured part. So like your muscles, if you want to push an object a certain direction that you used to push it in the past, you'll still be able to push it. However, your muscles are going to go around the injured pattern. So with time, that pattern, the injured pattern, gets erased from your brain. It's a pattern that it's forbidden, you no longer perform. And the irony is that even if the fucking trauma heals, the pattern is now ingrained and you still go around it. Okay, cool. So what's the moral of the story? The moral of the story is awareness. It's like mindfulness. It's like slowing down, relaxing into it, taking that moment for yourself, setting up, and like working hard, performing the movement again and again and again and again. And maybe the metaphor for the psyche side of this, where the psyche is the thing that also kind of does the same thing. Like it gets injured and then it finds the pattern to move around the injury, and it just never performs that pattern again, but it just does the you know, the roundabout thing. Maybe that's meditation. By the way, the caveat here is what? That once the one forbidden pattern is forgotten and you're using the roundabout way, it's not how the body's meant to be used. And it's not how the spirit is meant to be used. So what tends to happen is, like, the more weight you're pushing or lifting, like the side or the side that has the wrong pattern starts exhibiting signs of injury. Some joints are gonna start hurting. Some ligaments and some tendons are gonna start getting strained. Maybe you'll need a hip replacement. Anyway, proof of all that is that scoliosis was a part of this, and now I have fixed it. And I might even confirm it with an X-ray or an MRI just to fucking like just have the official stamp that because I do have the official stamp that I did have scoliosis. So if I now get an MRI and it confirms that I don't have scoliosis anymore, yeah, that'll be fucking lit, because now it'll be the official stamp that this proof of, yeah, like I actually fucking fixed it, which, by the way, doctors say is impossible. Okay, now if you're here for the authenticity tips, let's switch to that fucking shit. So, you want to be authentic. Why you want to be authentic? Because when you are authentic, you, with minimal effort, with not trying at all, you get people to like you. People like you because you're real, and nobody's real these days, and that's fucking if you can be real, that's fucking amazing. Of course, there's all these mechanisms that are going to prevent you from being real. So we want to put those to the side for a moment. They're gonna still be there waiting for you when you're done being real. You can pick them back up. For a moment, you can put them on the side and just like be real. And I'm gonna give you 3 tips on how to do that. Okay, so tip number 1 is urgency. If you do something urgently, if you approach a woman urgently, rather than beating around the bush and procrastinating on it, then your brain doesn't have the time to come up with excuses and put all the shit in the way. Okay, you have one task. The task is to move from here to the girl, and you can either do the task by shoving everyone on the side and like getting to the girl, as if your life depended on it, or you can do it by kind of like procrastinating and waiting for the perfect moment, and like, ooh, she's kind of like going around the corner and let her turn the corner first, and then I'll go and like making all these like procrastination theories. And I'm saying that because I see that on bootcamp. I see that when I work in my workshops with clients, with students. They do that all the time. Instead of like making the moment happen, they wait for the perfect moment. Of course, waiting is a signal that you're already doing something wrong, okay? Waiting for the perfect moment is not the vibe. You should never do it. It's never gonna happen. Creating the moment is where it's at. So, urgency is something I teach specific clients, but why not you? And by the way, if you wanna work with me, link is down below. That's how we do it. And yes, you use urgency, you fucking get to the girl, your brain doesn't have the opportunity to do the thing that it always does that gets you the result that you always get, and thus you have authenticity. So urgency is like just like pretend that you have no time, pretend that there is a gun to your mom's head, and unless you approach the girl in the shortest time possible, your mom's going to die. Okay, so that's one. The second thing is your body. You need to manipulate your body. You need to control your body. And one way is to control your breathing. Once you control your breathing, you take the awareness off of the girl and you put it on yourself. And because of that, the one thing that you're not doing is monitoring her reactions to see how well you're doing with her. Okay, when you do that, there's no way to be authentic. But if you forget about that and just like blurt out whatever thought you have in your head, even if it's cringe, even if it's fucking weirdo thoughts, the more you do that, the more you will see that it's going to work. That it's going to, like, the authenticity is going to come through and everybody's going to actually like you. So that's cute. There's 2 girls, man, and they're kind of looking at me and I'm kind of looking at them. They're kind of cute. I'm gonna investigate after the video, promise. So, okay, cool. Another way to do this through your, so breathing is one way. It's like controlling your breathing slower. And once you do that, you understand, you realize, because your awareness has been on the girl to monitor her reactions, and you've forgotten about yourself and how antsy or riled up or anxious you might be feeling in this moment, and this just completely goes over your head. You have no idea that you're feeling fucking anxious. And so instead, like when you monitor your breathing, you have the opportunity to put your awareness on yourself, and you realize, holy shit, man, I'm breathing like a lunatic. I need to calm the fuck down. So you do that, and then all these emotions that cause you to be inauthentic, to think about your agenda, to be ashamed to do things, like all of this, like once you calm down, like you can just like just be there and look the girl in the eye. And it's, nobody is like that unless you're really in the zone, which is very rare. Nobody is like that. So another way to do it is through your posture. Another great way, making sure that you stand or sit upright. And the thing that you think is upright is not actually upright. Actually upright, I swear, if I made you do this right now, it would feel uncomfortable. Clients of mine that are taught proper posture, they go like, oh my God, like this is not comfortable. This is only not comfortable because you're used to just like this vulture posture. And if you ease into it, if you relax, if you lean back, then you see that this is the posture. This is the actual posture, and you relax into it and it starts feeling comfortable. So yeah, your body's a magical tool. Use it to become more authentic. And number 3, other people. The reason you're not authentic is that you have an agenda and you want something from other people. So a great exercise, I just give a client of mine this exercise as well. A great exercise is, for a week straight, you're not allowed to get numbers. You're not allowed to get Instagrams. You're not allowed, basically every girl you meet, and you're supposed to meet like 5 to 10 girls a day, is going to be a write-off right off the bat. Like this is how you start. So knowing this, it makes it impossible for you to want something from the girl, because you know you're supposed to never see her again. So if that's the vibe, like the only thing that you can have is that moment. So that's what you get. So you, what the fuck are these girls? There's titties out and shit. Anyway, sorry. I'm fucking distracted. Once you have this instruction that you're not supposed to see these girls past that certain day again, then you just fucking, yeah, all you have is the now with the girl. You appreciate it and you live in it, and that teaches you how to be present. And the key in all this is very simple, is genuine curiosity. Just like really have genuine curiosity about who the other person is, and like just getting to know them. So thanks for coming to my TED Talk. It's crazy that you made it to the end of the video. The girls just left, and you know what, I'm gonna chase after them, see what's up. But yeah, if you made it to the end of the video, if that is in fact the end of the video, just make sure to like and subscribe, bruh, because we out here, feel me, and Mykonos. So yeah, so let's go and see. I am so sleepy, bro. I haven't slept well in so long. So the question is, are these girls ratchet or are these girls hot? I'm leaning towards ratchet. Well, we'll find out. We'll expose the truth, as always. We always do, this channel, bruh. You know what, the one thing I always hate is like when bitches walk too fast. Hey guys, hi, question.
Hi.
I was shooting my video and I saw you on the corner there.
Yes.
How's everybody?
Good. Tell me.
I'm so tired.
We are too.
No, not
I
that
feel
much,
you.
but it's hot.
Hello.
Tell
Say
us.
hi. Say hi to my YouTube.
Hi!
What are your names?
Katerina.
And
Joanna.
so I was talking about self-development and what's the word? How was your night? Fuck it. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
it
say.
was amazing.
Tell me everything. Where are you from? Let me see the tat.
It's Alice from Wonderland, you know?
Okay.
Follow the white rabbit.
Have you seen The Matrix?
You know, you can save them. You can save them, and they are.
Hey, what do you think about me? Am I cute?
I don't like hair. I don't like facial
Okay,
hair.
okay. Am I cute? What do you guys think? Am I cute? Like, I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm here.
You're cute, but you live in LA.
Yeah. No bueno.
You're sitting right now.
You're gonna make all your friends jealous. I know what you're doing.
Oh, no, this is on purpose. This is all strategy.
You're sitting right now.